Yeah, so tokenization is kind of a buzzword right now, and it is really important as a trend because the same thing that happened with stablecoins, where a dollar got tokenized, and now suddenly people all over the world can use it, and there's fast, cheap global payments. The same thing is now happening in the equities market and every kind of asset class, really, that people might want to invest in. So there's about 4 billion adults right now who are unbrokered. Some people have heard about being unbanked. There's also about 4 billion people who are unbrokered, meaning they don't have any way to invest in high quality assets, whether that's American tech companies or the latest BlackRock or Apollo fund or anything like that. And so when you tokenize it, there's a bunch of efficiency gains, but it's also about just democratizing access. And there's sort of like this balance between capital and labor, right? And for people who only make their income from labor, they're oftentimes left out of this wealth creation engine, which is the ability to invest some of their hard-earned money in assets. So that's what we're trying to do with tokenization of every asset class.
Solo Scrooge, sending peace and blessings to you all out there. How's it going, my people? Back with another one. So today we're just going to have a look at TX's new partnership. We'll also take a look at what the CLO of TX has to say about the SEC's approval of Nasdaq's tokenized settlement framework. So TX posted, TX is proud to partner with Stobox company, a tokenization infrastructure provider with 500 million plus in tokenized assets. The partnership targets a shared objective, compliant issuance and settlement of real-world assets at global scale. Real estate, private equity, structured products on-chain. More infrastructure in place to make it happen. So Stobox posted, that Stobox company partners with TX ecosystem to expand RWA infrastructure. We are pleased to announce a strategic partnership between Stobox and TX. TX ecosystem, formerly associated with the Sologenic and Corium, brings deep experience in digital asset markets and infrastructure development. TX facilitates the digital issuance, trading and settlement of tokenized stocks, ETFs and alternative assets through a global network of regulated partners. The broader ecosystem connected to TX includes recognized infrastructure players such as Kraken FX, Fireblocks, BitGo, Texture Capital, and Braille XYZ. On the Stobox company side, we bring a regulated and enterprise-focused tokenization stack, including Stobox 4 for issuance and lifecycle management, STV3 programmable assets protocol for structured digital assets, Stobox DID for compliance. This partnership reflects our shared vision to build a connected, compliant, and scalable ecosystem for RWA tokenization. So take a look at the Stobox website. Turnkey tokenization of real-world assets, an industry-leading tokenization company offering enterprises infrastructure and AI-powered tokenization framework and full compliance for secure, regulated asset issuance and management. So the 100 plus business clients, 500 million total value tokenized. See, they got partnerships with Fireblock, Ethereum, Arbitrum, Polygon, Chainlink, and more. So about Stobox, building the global infrastructure that bridges real-world assets, RWA, with decentralized finance, DeFi, delivering secure, transparent, and compliant tokenization solutions that empower businesses and investors worldwide. So trusted for 7 years in tokenization, Stobox celebrates 7 years of innovation, leadership, and trust in tokenization. Stobox is a registered VASP in the EU. Stobox is a VASP license in the EU and holds a fintech license in Qatar under the Qatar Financial Center, regulated by the central bank. The member of Blockchain for Europe Association, the most recognized association in the EU. Stobox is among Binance, Uniswap, Ava Labs, Chainlink, and many others. The member of Qatar Financial Center Digital Asset Labs, one of the leading hubs in the MENA region. Stobox is among Google, Polygon, Hacking, D3, and many others. So this is bullish news. It's a bullish partnership, and it's solidifying the fact that TX is not a scam, as many people were saying and are saying. Maybe we're not happy about some of the tokenomics and the PSE, but as a company itself, TX is not a scam. Otherwise, they wouldn't be partnering with the likes of Stobox and companies like Fireblocks, etc. So TX also posted perspective from Jaya Basol, TX CLO and former SEC senior counsel on what the Nasdaq approval actually changes. So he says the SEC's approval of Nasdaq's tokenized settlement framework is a meaningful step. Tokenization in this framework is an optional transfer rail layered into existing DTCC infrastructure, not a separate settlement system. The real unlock for tokenized markets is not as a configuration for a traditional securities trade, it is replacing the settlement and recording system to put blockchain at its core, rather than as an optional layer still reliant on traditional settlement. That is a longer road. It is also the only one that changes the architecture. So we've got TX and COINGEKO, current price 0.01142, market cap 22 million, 24-hour trading volume 96,000. According to COINGEKO, all-time high is 0.3778, down 69.8%. All-time low is 0.01135. So currently trading on MEXC, Gate.io, Bitmark, XT.com, Kraken, and BuyDeFi. 24-hour volume 64,603 on Gate.io. So right now Gate's got the most volume trading. Circulating supply 1,931,180,604. Total supply 101 billion. We don't currently know what the max supply is. So that's TX. Crypto bubbles. Aptos up plus 16.1%. XRP up 3.1%. Solana up 6.6%, BTC up 3.8%, Ethereum up 5.3%, XLM up 6.3%, Quant up 7.3%, crypto bubbles. And for the traders, liquidation heat map, last 24 hours 570.52 million wrecked, 203.45 million out of those that went long, and 367.08 million out of those that went short. So my people, if you got anything out of this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video for me. I'm Solo Scrooge with the Solo News. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.